What's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning into this episode of Twin Finance. My name is Dylan, and today we got some big news in the stock market. Well, not really big news yet, but it could be big news because Amazon is set to become the second $1 trillion company in the next bit here. I mean, it could be a week or two, maybe a month, but it's looking like Amazon's going to surely become that second $1 trillion company. And what I have written up on the board here, guys, is we got the first $1 trillion company, as I have in my other video. We all know that now is Apple's the first $1 trillion company, but Amazon is probably going to be that second one. I mean, unless Google goes on a crazy run here and it tops Amazon, I really believe it's probably going to be Amazon. But the reason why I have these two written down is I'm just going to run through a quick comparison of what I think of having the $2 trillion companies and who I really believe in. Not so much in the long term, but I'm talking now, guys. So we're going to get right into it. So the first thing I'm going to look at, guys, is what it comes down to. I don't want to be that guy that just bases everything off price to earnings ratio, but what it comes down to, guys, is how much is a company making? Just like a person in personal finance, guys. It doesn't matter if you're making $400,000 on the year. If you only have $4,000 in your bank account, but the guy next to you is making $400,000 and he has like $300,000 in his bank account at the end of the year. I mean, really, who's living like more of a financially stable life, guys, right? So I'm just going to get right into it. Apple's trading right around like a 20 PE right now. So 20 PE. And then we got Amazon over here. I think it's right around 158, guys. 158 PE. And obviously Amazon, they're going to become more profitable over time. That's a given. And they've already become more profitable than the last couple of years. Their income's up like almost 80%, I think, in the last 2 years, which is really good. But I think for the two valuations, Apple's getting close to 1.1 trillion now, so they're significantly a bit higher, but they're both going to be over the $1 trillion mark. And I really believe that Apple, I think at this value, I mean, Apple's making, I think, $48 billion a year, guys. 48 billion. And I think Amazon's right around, it was like 4.7 billion, I think, when I just checked their earnings before the video. If I remember, it's right around 4.7 billion. So if we're talking about $2 trillion companies, and we got one making 48 billion and we got one making 4.7 billion, I mean, it's really I think Amazon might actually be a little lower than 4.7. Don't quote me on that, guys. But anyways, the difference is Apple's making a lot more money, and obviously Amazon's in the business where their profit margins aren't going to be as high as Apple's, right? Like they got to compete with the other industries that are competing in low profit margins. But basically what I'm trying to get at, guys, is do I believe Amazon's a fair value where they stand when they get to $1 trillion? Because trust me, they will this year. I don't think so, guys. I think they're going to hold $1 trillion value for probably a few, like 5-6 months, maybe a year. But I think when the market crash does come, whenever it may come, whether that's 2, 3, 4 years, Amazon's going to fall below $1 trillion again. And I don't think that's a fair value for Amazon. I think it's obviously a hyped up stock. There's been a ton of hype around it. And do I believe Amazon can hold $1 trillion value in the future? Absolutely, guys. But I think maybe 5-10 years, I think give them a $1 trillion value is probably a fair value. So I'm not really seeing Amazon holding $1 trillion value like Apple. On the other hand, I think Apple at $1 trillion, guys, is honestly like, saying a company's a buy at $1 trillion is a little bit absurd, but I honestly think Apple is a decent buy. If you buy Apple, like, I don't think that's an overvalued stock right now. I think they're fairly valued. So if you buy that stock, I mean, you're going to witness some decent returns in the coming, and you're obviously going to witness some decent returns from Amazon. But whether or not their stock might take a hit, guys, when the crash comes, because the crash comes, your businesses dry up and whatnot. If you don't have the cash flow and whatnot to, pay your debts and whatnot, that can really hurt your company. So basically my point of this video, guys, is just break the news to everyone before it even happens that Amazon's going to be the second $1 trillion company. But I also believe that I don't think they're very fairly valued by the market. So like I said, long term, I don't really think Amazon is going to be able to hold that valuation for a long, significant amount of time. In the future, they'll be back to $1 trillion, trust me, guys. I think Amazon, they're obviously here for the long haul. They're doing a ton of great things. So yeah, guys, so I hope you guys took some value from this video. And also, if you think I'm wrong and you think Amazon is going to hold that value forever, they're always going to be over $1 trillion, let me know in the comment sections below. But I always love to hear opposite opinions, and also just give me a few reasons why you think it's different, or if you thought this video was good. Let me know that, yeah, you know, like I also figured this out about the stock, that yeah, they're not going to hold that $1 trillion value. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel and also throw a like on the video, and have a great day.